I don't think Kenny can have singles matches like that anymore. We saw his last single match. We saw how that turned out. We saw how it didn't live up to our expectation. I don't think Kenny can do it anymore. And that is not any like shade at him at all to what you just said and what he has said. And the videos I used to watch on him before he had got fixed. This is how his body is beaten up. Yeah. I don't even want him wrestling in the trios matches. Yeah. I just want him being healed. But if this is giving him life and it, wrestlers, we talk about this all the time, gotta be a screw a little loose up there because they still want to put their body through pain. Yeah, I think that this is probably all we are going to see of Kenny at this point.
A lot of times, like with fans, we have a different perception about athletes. Perception of, and you made enough money, time to give it up. Hey man, you a couple steps slow, go out gracefully. Hey man, it just ain't working for you no more. You need to go ahead and hang it up. So I was watching UFC and they were talking on the commentary, which were fighters, and the guy just wasn't letting his hands go. And for fighters and athletes, they're looking at it like, if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. But you got to go out on your shield. You got to do what you can do to fight. If you lose, you lose. Ain't nobody looking at you any differently. If you lost, everybody loses. And like, it kind of took me to like the wrestling perspective of, we would talk about like, man, just give it up. Just give it up. But what if they can't? Like, what if this is the reason why I am living right now? Like we see football players talk about it all the time, and I'll die on the field. Like I'll die on the sport. Like this is what brings me joy. So I think that's kind of like the part we don't think about sometimes of, this is literally what brings this person the most joy in the world is doing this. And it could be wrestling, it could be any other type of sport, it could be whatever. And if you take that away from them, what's my sense of living now? What's my sense of belonging?
You took my purpose away from me.
And if they don't have that answer, if they haven't found something else, I'd rather just die doing this. Because I went out doing what I love. It ain't about me dying, it's about I went out doing what I love. And not to say I hope anybody in wrestling dies, but outside of the wrestlers that are working, the conventions or the indies because they have to, right? They didn't do well with their money or they got screwed out of their money. So they literally have to work every weekend to still keep the lights on at home. I think for me, it just kind of changes a little bit of the lens that I look at some of these athletes when we look at somebody and say, man, if they would have just quit 2 years ago, they'd be known as like one of the GOATs or one of the best. It ain't about that though. No, I still have fun doing this. I still want to do this.